So your first $1,000 that you make using Amazon FBA or in any online business will probably be the most exciting moment of joy for you. And it'll probably get you the itch to keep going and grind out with this business. In this video, we're going to go over exactly the step-by-step blueprint on how you can make your first $1,000 in profit with Amazon FBA. The bottom line is, to make your first $1,000 with Amazon, you don't need much to get started. You simply need an Amazon Seller Central subscription, and then you can get a subscription to BuyBot Pro, and you need to run and not walk to your local retail arbitrage stores and start scanning a ton of items.
It's that easy.
A lot of people don't realize that retail arbitrage is probably the easiest, lowest barrier to entry to actually get started in selling with Amazon FBA, and it probably carries the most little risk as possible. The reason being is that you can simply scan items inside the store using softwares like BuyBot Pro, where you can scan the item, check out how much you can buy it for, how much you can sell it for, what your profit is, check a quick glimpse at the Keepa chart and see what the sales history is, and purchase that item on the spot. And then you can bring it home and send it into Amazon FBA, or you can even merchant fulfill it. To make your first $1,000, it really doesn't matter how you're actually shipping your products in, and if you want to do it faster, FBM might be the way for you. When you want to go to stores, you want to go to stores like Ollie's, like TJ Maxx, like Marshall's, like Ross. You want to go to stores that are discounted retailers, and you want to hit a section, start scanning every single item in that section.
Get it all. Grab everything that we've seen it on TV, put it in this cart right now.
Walk into Marshall's, go to the beauty section, and scan every single thing in beauty until you find an item that you could profit on, that you're ungated, and then buy a couple units of that item. The bottom line is, to make your first $1,000 in profit, let's say you had a modest $5 per unit profit with your items, which actually isn't super high for retail arbitrage, because you can find $10, $15, sometimes even $20 profit per unit gems doing retail arbitrage. If you have a $5 profit per unit, you only need to source and sell 200 items on Amazon to make your first $1,000. That might seem like a lot, 200 items, but they're going to get to a point with your Amazon FBA journey where you can do thousands of units per day on Amazon. Getting that first 200 in your first couple weeks or even month is not that complicated. And if you go and source 2 to 3 days per week and you scan everything in these stores that are local to you until you find items, meaning when you go, you know that your time is spent there and you're going to spend as much time as you need going through as many items as you need until you find what your goal is. So if you want to find 200 in the next month and you want to go sourcing, let's say 8 times in the next month, you need to find 25 items to purchase at that $5 threshold every single time you source, meaning you are not leaving that store until you get 25 units or more. A quick suggestion is to go wide and find as many different items as you can every time, rather than going deep, so that way if you do make a bad buy, you can actually recover from that, especially if you're on a tight budget. But in general, break this math down so it seems easier for you to accomplish, and just start going to the stores and scanning everything. You're not going to know which item to start with when you're first getting started. Instead, go in there and scan an entire section of the store for as much time as you have to invest in this and scan. That's your number one asset when you're first starting this business, especially with a low budget, is time. Go sit there and do what a lot of the experienced sellers are not willing to do, is go back to the basics. Go scan every single item that's in each section and buy those items, so that way you can ship them into Amazon or merchant fulfill them and make your first $1,000. You might think that retail arbitrage doesn't even have that much of a scaling capability. After you make your first 1,000, newsflash, you're going to be kind of addicted to this model and want to do more. At least you should be if you're somebody that's going to succeed with this model. We have scaled retail arbitrage with our team last year to over $350,000 in revenue in a single 30-day month. That was July of 2022, and that was 100% all purchased by retail arbitrage purchases in 30 days. You can scale retail arbitrage to huge lengths, and we were a small fish in a big pond. There's guys doing millions per month with retail arbitrage. You can get there if you want to build the team. There's reasons why retail arbitrage might not be the best fit to grow to that level. We learned those the hard way. However, it is a great way to actually start and scale your business, and it can keep working for you once you get the skills down. And you can even get buyers to go to the stores for you one day if you wanted to. It's just a little bit more complicated. But the bottom line is, to make your first $1,000, retail arbitrage is going to be your best friend. Sign up for Seller Central, download BuyBot Pro on your phone so you can scan items in store, and go to the local Marshalls, go to your local Ollie's, and scan everything until you find those 25 items. So that way you can make your first $1,000 in the next 30 days with Amazon FBA. If you want more help starting your retail arbitrage journey and trying to make your first sale and first $1,000 in profit with Amazon FBA, click the link down below to join my free Discord server. We have hundreds of sellers that are actively looking to pursue their Amazon FBA business and are more than willing to help you out. That's it for this video. Thank you for your business.